Malik.
who just slid in.
Just slid right on
We're
in.
so excited to talk with you.
Okay.
How you feeling this
Okay.
morning?
I'm okay.
You feeling nervous?
Maybe.
Okay, don't be, because we're
There's
easy
nothing
to
to be worried
we're
about,
easy to
trust
talk
me.
to. Okay, so you're a paramedic by day. You go around Chicago capturing people. I mean, you've captured some of everybody. It's people walking down the street. They're hairstylists. They're realtors. What made you start doing that in the first place?
Well, when I first started doing photography, I used to go around, which was about a year ago actually. I started going around the city and just taking pictures of random strangers on the street. At that time and point, I was not reporting. I met this old lady. I photographed her, beautiful young lady, and she said, "The way you just approached me was so beautiful. It was very nice. You should start recording this interaction, post it online. I think you will blow up off of that." I said, "You know what? That's a good idea." So I invested into a body cam, a microphone, start recording interactions with the citizens of Chicago. Here I am today.
So those are really random, because the first thing that I thought when I saw them, I'm like, does he know these people? These are really random interactions that
They're
you're
all
having.
random. It's just random people I meet on the street as I'm walking. So I just choose a location, River North, West Loop, South Side Chicago, walk around for about 2 hours, 3 hours, see what I can find. I look for the most interesting person that catches my eye.
I'm surprised that your pictures turn out so well. I mean, you've only been doing this for a year. Did you have any photography experience prior to that, or you just are really starting to pick it up now?
I never wanted to be a photographer. I always wanted to be a firefighter, paramedic when I was growing up. I actually...
Here are some of your pictures here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have some beautiful pictures.
Oh, wow.
You were saying you actually what? Because you are a paramedic now.
Yeah.
That is, it was a goal. You achieved it. How did you walk your way or find your way into photography?
So I was at the firehouse. My coworker, he was editing some pictures. I walked up to him and I said, "Yo, what are you doing?" 'Cause if anybody looks at an editing program, it looks very confusing. So he explained the process. He said, "I just got done shooting a wedding. This is the process. This is what I did. This is how much I made." I said, okay. So at that time, I didn't really care. I was just making conversation. That's what you do at the firehouse, you know, build a bond. The next day, I went home, made some breakfast, turned on my TV, watched some YouTube. When I turned on YouTube, the recommendation box suggested a bunch of photography videos. It's like I was listening to my phone or something, right? So I clicked on the video, got hooked. For about the next 3 to 4 weeks, I was watching YouTube about photography for about 3 to 6 hours every single day. And to the point I got the itch. I was like, I have to buy me a camera. So I bought my first camera, and here I am today.
YouTube University, they say, you know,
YouTube
that's a good
University.
place. That's a good place for
Did not
people
go
to
school
start.
at all for photography at all. Self-taught.
So let me ask you this. You have amassed all of these followers on Instagram and TikTok. What has your business been like? Your actual business, has it picked up as a result of that? Or is it more now that social media is exploding, so you're making money off of that too?
I'm actually not making money off social media.
Okay.
It's just all freelance work. It's passion. I just do it because I love it. I do get booked by a lot of like high-paying clients because of my videos, but other than that, I don't get paid from social media at all.
I gotta ask you, because you are on the streets walking up to people that you don't know, what is the craziest interaction that you've had that maybe you didn't post it on social media, that when you walked up to somebody, you were not expecting it to go down like this? I love this. Was this the one with the person skating? You had a video in front of the Regal Theater with someone on skates.
Oh,
that was fun.
The lady from South Shore.
Yes, that
the
was
AKA.
really fun.
Yeah, that was actually a crazy one to me, because just seeing somebody, if you know the area, then you understand, like just seeing somebody dressed like that, looking like that, skating down 79th Street on Stony Island, it just caught me by surprise that she was doing that. So I approached her. She had a beautiful, beautiful response to what I was asking her, and the video ended up actually going viral. I think I got over 300,000 views.
I did see
That's
that
pretty
one.
good.
Yeah, it did go viral. When I first saw it, because she was dressed so well, had on the skates, I thought it was staged. Malik, I did. That was the first thing I thought. I was like, she dressed up for this. She knew he was coming.
She actually lives a couple blocks away from that location. So she said she comes out every morning and just skate. She's a pro skater. That's what she does for a living. And she also does something else with the government. I can't remember. But yeah, and I actually caught somebody else right after her. It was this older guy. He was dressed up in a suit, and he had this nice Cadillac from back in maybe the 70s, 80s. I captured him as well. He had beautiful entry. I also went viral as well.
It did. I saw that one too.
So Malik, after having all these interactions so far, not only are you, building up your social media, and that's probably fun to see, but it's probably enriching your life a lot to hear these stories of all the interactions of people that you've met.
Yeah, so I started off doing like photography with strangers, but my work is kind of
Evolving.
taking a flip.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of doing like a lot of history work around the city now. So I capture, like you just put on screen the old-fashioned donut. So I capture like established old places like that and capture the story of how did you start this? Where did you come from? You know, I've been doing a lot of work with Six Figure Dilla. I'm sure you guys know who that is. Me and him go around the city and I record him talking about different historic places around the city. I feel like a lot of people don't know that. We don't learn these things in school. So I want to make sure that our youth have something to look at, which is my platform, and say, wow, I did not know this. Now I can carry this on to my future generations and so on.
Did you have any of those donuts at Old Fashioned? I mean, you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
go there and not have one.
So
of
people
Krispy
think-
Kreme,
people-
who?
Exactly.
People think that video is actually staged. It's not. I went in there unprovoked, and I said, "Hey, is the owner here?" He said, "Yeah, he's in the back." Why? And I explained why, and I took some convincing, but because he didn't want to do it, I said, "Sir, just trust me." So he let me interview him, and at the end of the interview, he did give me 2 free boxes of glazed donuts.
Ooh.
I took one. I gave the rest to the people on the street I seen walking up and down Michigan.
Oh, that was
That's nice of
you.
you.
Yeah, I think what's really interesting about your videos too is, honestly, I kind of knew what you looked like, but I kind of didn't because you don't really see
Right.
you. And was that by design? Because a lot of people try to insert themselves in it, and I noticed that you don't. Was there a reason for that?
It really wasn't. I just, like I said, I got a body cam, so it's
just
points
on the
that
person.
way. But people have been saying that because I walk out in public and I start talking like, "Oh wait, you're the guy from TikTok. I recognize your voice, but I never see your face." So now, if you watch my previous newest videos, I'm starting to insert my face into the videos. So I
Yeah.
want people to know who I am.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what do you see for the future? Like, you know, what's your favorite content you've been creating so far? Is it these history lessons?
I think I'm really loving it. So I consider myself a documentary photographer now. I used to be a street photographer. Now I'm more so on the documentation side. I want to preserve the history of Chicago, and I want all the kids, like I said, in the future to see this stuff, you know? So my future, I just think I will be continuing doing these videos, doing the history. I want people to know where they came from. That needs to be preserved so history doesn't repeat itself, you know?
I think too, one thing that's fascinating about your videos, you know, obviously if you watch the news,
Right.
you see some of these neighborhoods and you think, oh, they have to be the worst. It's not a place I would walk down the street,
Right.
but you're showing a different landscape to make it so people can see, like, no, you can walk down the street.
Exactly.
You can approach the residents that live here.
Yeah.
They're not gonna pull out, you know, it's not this violent, everything isn't all about violence. And that's what I appreciate most about your
and
videos.
people got this bad connotation when it comes to the South Side of Chicago. That's why I was doing all my videos up north, like downtown area, but now I'm focused on the South Side because people have to stop talking down on the South Side. That's where I'm from, and I don't like that. So I'm trying to bring a better light to the South Side of Chicago. I'm about to hit the West Side next because they also got a bad rep as well. So I'm gonna make sure I fix that.
Yeah, that's very true. How do you balance this all? I mean, what does a week look like in your life? Because it seems like you're pumping out so many videos, but you're also working. So how do you balance that?
Well, as a fire paramedic, we work 24-hour shifts and we get 3 days off. So 3 days off, I'm either editing or I'm out doing shooting out on the street. So I edit probably about two videos a day, and I just post it as, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate your work because that's a hard job to have too, being a paramedic and a
It is.
firefighter.
So,
Yeah.
so do you find during these 3 days, even though you're technically, you know, working now
Right.
on your own brand, does it still kind of lift you up and give you some motivation, kind of refuel your tank, even though it is technically work?
Doesn't feel like work to me. It's fine. Like if I have my camera right now, I'd snap you guys up right now.
Where the camera at?
I left it at home.
How you gonna come here without
I couldn't
the
find
camera?
my
come
strap.
back now.
I couldn't find my strap. I said, man, I'm not gonna hold my camera like this in my lap, so I left it. I
Okay,
couldn't
we're
find
gonna
the
have him
strap.
back. So
Yeah,
he's gonna get a
absolutely.
second chance on that.
So when you encounter people, have you had anyone to say, you know, I'm good?
Yeah,
You have?
yeah, all the time.
Is it more frequent that you get a no versus a yes?
It's about 50-50. Maybe more so, yes. About 60-40.
What's the most, okay, so you said that lady that had on the skates, who I remember vividly, was a really good story. What's another story that came out that you were not expecting when you went up rolling on someone? Is there one you can think of?
Yeah. The one I just did on Roland Burris, the
Okay.
senator, Illinois. I wasn't expecting that video to go viral. Got about 600,000 views. Me and Dilla was out doing a video on Mahalia Jackson's house, and he actually lives there. Wasn't expecting the guy to come outside, or I didn't know he was going to be home. So he actually came outside. I interviewed him right on the spot, and that video went viral. I was not expecting that. I understand he's a senator, but I was not expecting my generation to know who he was.
Yeah.
So that was pretty amazing to see that this
Right in
old guy,
Chatham.
yeah, that this old guy got his flowers, you know. So that was beautiful.
This is really inspiring because I think sometimes people think that in order for you to do something, you have to go to college, you have to, get formal training in this. But here you are self-taught. And I mean, really, it sounds like, honestly, just listening to you, it sounds like you could be doing documentaries in the future, although I understand what your passion was with wanting to be at the firehouse, but it sounds like your career may go a totally different route now. Have you thought about that and what that could look like?
As in, like, balancing the two jobs?
Or maybe not. Maybe you'd have to pick one. Has anybody approached you about, going solely into film, solely into recording videos, etc.?
No.
Okay. It's
Would you
probably going to
consider
happen.
it if they did come to you?
Yeah, I would. I would, but that has not happened. I'm actually trying to make my first movie about Bronzeville right now. We're going through the script and trying to finalize some things, but plan on having that film. It's a short film. Plan on having that out by the end of the year. It's about the 1945 era of Bronzeville and how the people was and how things looked back then.
Yeah,
and
totally
how,
different.
I'm trying to get it back to that level, elegancy, decency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're capturing that. I mean, overall, that's what you capture.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that initial gal encouraged you to go for this, and encouraged you, hey, this might get a lot of views, you should put this on social media. But when you got that first video that really was successful, like, what was your reaction? Did you think, like, is this actually happening?
I honestly don't even remember. That was almost about
Too
9
many
months
views
ago.
now. Too many views now.
I get a lot of views now, so now it's kind of like whatever. I just post it. I used to respond to every single comment. I can't do that anymore. It's like 500 comments, 1,000 comments per video. So I just pretty much just post it. I respond to in the first hour, I respond to those comments, and then I just let it run. It doesn't really affect me anymore. When I first started getting a lot of likes and views, I was like, wow, this is crazy. I used to be addicted to my phone, like scrolling, seeing who did it. But now it's just like, I'm just getting the word out for the people. They know what it is. I post every single day at 5 o'clock. So.
Who is the most famous person that has commented or liked or slid in your DMs and said, hey, good job?
Kelly Rowland.
Wow.
What was it that you posted?
It was
And how did that make you feel?
It was actually her photos.
Okay.
So she hired me. Well, she didn't hire me. Her team hired me to come out and shoot for her movie premiere called Mea Culpa last year. So I was there shooting it, and she sent me a DM saying, hey, I love the photos that you took. Thank you for coming out. It was last minute. Her photographer had canceled on her, so I was a guy that came in to replace her. So that was probably the most famous person that said anything about my work.
Did you almost faint? I mean, because growing up, that had to be, Destiny's Child, Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Michelle, LaToya. They had others too. That had to be like a little bit of a crush.
It was. It definitely was. I was very, very shocked.
Wow, that's fascinating.
You're impressive. You're really impressive.
You are. Let me ask you this, because being in your role as a paramedic, a firefighter, people don't know you necessarily. They don't know who you are. Oftentimes when you're out there, you're probably in uniform. And so what is it like now when you're out and about living your everyday life and somebody's like, hold on, I know your voice. Like, you're kind of thrusted into like a spotlight. How does that feel?
So when I'm at work, at first my coworkers didn't notice me. Now they starting to notice me. They're like, oh wait, you're the guy from TikTok. Keep it up. I love your work. All the firemen and stuff. When I'm out in public, off the job, I don't get noticed a lot. But like sometimes I'll be walking through downtown or Chinatown, whatever, and they do notice me. So a guy asked me for a picture and an autograph. I'm not that famous,
Hey.
but okay, I'll give it to you, sir. Yes, sir. I'll give it to you. But I think it's amazing. It's a good feeling, walking up around the city and people recognizing me for my work and what I do around the city. I think that's beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love your story. I think it's really inspiring that, you can really do anything that you set your mind to. You're proof.
Yeah, it's consistency. That's all it is. People always ask me, yo, Malik, how did you get here? It's all about consistency. Just post. I post every single day. Been doing that for about a year straight. No matter what it is, photos, videos, a story post, anything. Just post every single day. Your account will grow. But it has to have quality. It can't just be some trash that you just throw up and say, oh, I hope this go viral. You got to put your work and love and effort into it. It's a passion for me. I love what I do. And the people see that,
It sounds like if you didn't get 300,000 views, you would post no matter
I
what.
still will post. Don't care. It's just what I want to do. I love this. Like, this is a newfound passion for me. Like, I thought it was firefighting, but this is my true destiny in life, to photograph people and share stories with their loved ones and friends and strangers around the world. That's my thing, man. I love it. I hope I can take it far one day in life.
Yeah, it seems like you're going pretty far if you ask me.
Yeah.
When do you get downtime? When do you get to like put the camera down and chill out?
You know what? The past like 4 or 5 months since my account really took off, I really don't get much downtime. Like, I don't really hang out with my friends as much. I'm always at work. If I'm not at work, I'm working on editing a video or photographing somebody outside somewhere. So I really don't have much free time nowadays.
So you don't have nobody, no love in your life or nothing like that?
Nah, I'm single right now.
Maybe soon. I
Okay,
cannot
well now
wait.
y'all know. I asked the questions that you wanted to know.
I'm
See?
single.
I can't wait to see what the future holds for you, Malik.
Me,
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
I'm nervous but excited. You know, I don't know where it's going to take me. I'm hoping it's somewhere great.
Big.
I think so.
Real quick, where can people follow you if they've never heard of you until today?
Okay, they can follow me over on TikTok, Instagram at Malik Shot You, MalikShotyou. I post every day around 5 o'clock. If you want to see me, I'll be at the Bud Billiken Parade. I'll be the main photographer covering that as
Wow.
well. So make sure y'all come out this Saturday at 10 a.m. on 38th and King Drive.
No doubt. Been there every single year.
Yep.
Yep, I'll see you there. All right.